You could not have found the exact person you wanted any closer. Hell yeah. You best believe if they release a modern Vantage Masters with multiplayer, oh my god, yeah, Rio and I would be on that so quickly. Oh, dude, it'd be great. Thank you for the follow. Yes, I do Toho every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I do RPGs here on Saturdays. I'll be starting Octopath soon, but Octopath Traveler 2, but right now we're releasing Trails Beyond the Horizon. But we're big Falcom fans around here, so you're definitely right at home, Regarch. Tales games collab, but they're full of people, so each party member can be controlled like Symphonia. Honestly, yeah, that'd be a really cool thing to try to, is kind of like going through Tales combat with 4 people. Like, that would be really fun. I've done it. I've had someone play, Berseria with me. That was fun. Berseria? Or is it Zisteria? One of the ones that, you can do. Well, good news. Trails is getting a TTRPG. I saw that. I want it so much. I want that, and I also really want to buy the TCG, but the boxes are kind of expensive. I believe Tales is also local only. Yeah, it's also local only. And Rean are different countries. Don't worry, as someone who's done local co-op with them, the latency really isn't that bad. Ha 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 ha. Go check out the Bunny Man for that one. Oh boy. But I can tell they're dead set on making a success. I'm sure the same is true for the president. Personally, I think it's fishy that they just move forward while withholding information from not only other countries but also the guild. It doesn't look like they're doing this for personal gain, or even that they're acting only in the interests of the country. So what's their aim? Good question. Regardless, the notion of standing to the side, simply watching these events unfold, doesn't sit well with me. I feel much better the same way now as I did when Meal Mirage was proposed as a countermeasure to Jormungand. I find people willing to play the TTRPG when it drops. I'm probably going to get it and bring it to my friend's house and be like, let's learn this together. But Goldie, Germany is known for bad internet. That's true. But even then, it was something, I will say. Instead of chaining our fate to that plan, the Radiant Wings took to the skies and charted our own course, so playing with them was a bad idea. Well, we learned that game was not one for us. I did send another game that I saw recently called River Drift that's going to come out sometime. I think we might do that one. There's also Carry the Glass that I want to do with someone and rage bait them with. There's, I know Juna and I never really finished We Were Here Together Forever, but I think we're going to move on from that. I don't know, she says she wants to, and I'm like, no, we're good. Lucky, I have just friends who are stuck with D&D 5e with no really interest for other systems. I mean, at least they are interested in D&D, but that's kind of lame because, like, it'd be very easy to get into something like a Trails TTRPG. And I believe UK-US should be among the lowest transatlantic ping. I would agree with that. One call game I've been playing with an IRL friend recently is called Episode. Whoa, what's that about? If we do the same thing here, then at the very least we need to get to the bottom of just what it is they're preparing for. Like with the Great Twilight, there's something more going on here than meets the eye. Until we know what that something is, I think we should hold off on making any moves. Makes sense. Okay, now they've got honed in on what we need to do, yes, let's go. Admittedly, a lot of my other IRL friends, we just play COD. We play COD Zombies.
Let's make our way home.
I'm playing COD Zombies tonight too with Turbo, so I don't think they're not opposed to trying other games and stuff like that. It's just it's easy for us right now.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Oh.
Confirming contents.
Beat 'em up roguelike with co-op and great art. Oh, okay, you have my attention. What do you mean I have to go back to the artisanal district? The thing is I don't personally want to do things like Repo or Phasmophobia, or as I accidentally called it, Phantasmophobia. I don't want to do those, or like Lethal Company. Like, I don't really want to do those games. I want to do other things. You've obtained the necessary data, correct? Indeed. And based on that, I should be making further adjustments to the airframe and external units. Which means I'll need to return to Zeku Space Base as planned. Understood. Safe travels then. You floated the idea of a Fallout campaign with them and it just didn't pick up steam, and that's what two of them would love Fallout, so I doubt Trails will interest them. What do you be? How do you love Fallout, but what the heck? I mean, look, who am I to judge? But that's kind of interesting. Trails? Yeah, probably not. Well, try, I don't know, if you really want them to get into Falcom, have them play East first. There's not too much story with it, and you just beat people up. And then when they kind of get used to Falcom story writing, then you can try Sky the First remake. Well done during today's exercise. We've managed to obtain some excellent data. I mean the TTRPG. Oh, shoot. Right. Yes. That. Not gonna lie, I forgot Fallout had a TTRPG. If I could, I'd like to take this chance to say hello properly, Professor Cronkite, and thank you for your part in the exercise. I hear our mint might have been a little pest during the event. It's nothing to concern yourselves with. We both did what we had to increase the probability of success. Oh, so true. I couldn't help it over here, Professor, but you're heading back to Zeku Space Base? I know for a fact they won't get into Trails. They aren't RPG gamers. The only one who is, well, let's just say they've only played Persona 5. What do you mean? Persona dialogue and length is perfect for Trails. This is right in line. Oh boy, I get it though. It makes sense. My goal to get people into Falcom is to have them try East first. And then move on to Trails if they're really interested. Yes, I intend to travel with Major and Amelia and the other airships. Maybe they could be bought in via Tokyo Xanadu like you did, Goldie. So true! So true! I won't be enjoying this town's coffee for a while, but we must all make sacrifices. I know that feeling. There is still so much that needs to be done. Adjustments to the machine, analysis of the satellite data. I'd heard he was taking on the majority of the technological and operational aspects of Project Startaker. It's no surprise it's keeping him busy. And he doesn't seem the least bit fatigued. He really is a genius. We won't take any more of your time. We just wanted to say thank you. I usually try people to just play Sky, so if you like the series, no harm in trying it. Sky remake it though, for sure. Way to go, but yeah, that's true. Sky is really the best place to start. What about you? Heading back to the base with the professor? No, I intend to stay in Basel for a while. Everything at the space base is on track. They don't need me at the moment. But there are some things here in Basel that require my attention. Something that requires attention here? Now? I see. Sounds like you're busy too. Then we should probably leave it to you then, shouldn't we? Thank you for understanding. The fewer distractions, the better. Just can't help the snide remarks, can you? Won't be long until you're used to it. Now, I already told you what I'm doing. If there's nothing else, I suggest making the most of your time in touring the campus. East is easier to digest, 100%. Take care as well, Professor. Of course. I had no intention of doing otherwise, but I'll accept your well wishes. Yeah. Silly, smart people. Snarky, smart people.
The Basel Institute of Science. I feel like there's a lot I can learn here.
Yeah. There's no question this is the finest academy Calvert has to offer.
Can't help but imagine what campus life would have been like here.
That's good. Yeah, at least you're not like forcing it
Can you
upon
look
them.
around?
I do get the sentiment though of just like, having people close to you being like, man, it'd be really cool if you try the things that I'm into. Ha 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 ha. Why is Prince Sharid here? My goodness, I had my own reservations about Mr. Tawson's reinstatement. As I understand, everything seems to be going smoothly. You have my support. Thank you so much. I'm ashamed to have caused you trouble last year, Your Highness. I'll never make the same mistake again. I will dedicate myself to this company. Well, you did a lot of dubious things last year. Trails beyond the horizon, aka why is this person here in the game? It literally has been this entire time. With courage, you sure did lean Vern in the right direction. Indeed. I'll be counting on you now, Towson. There's more to discuss, but it appears we have some guests. Try Modern Trails is Neptunia gameplay with better graphics and less tits. Oh, true. Sorry, it looks like you're in the middle of something. We didn't mean to interrupt. No problem at all. You already finished the complicated business. If you'd like, why don't you join us? But the tits add to the art, no? This is a fundamental question of RPGs, isn't it? That's a fundamental question. There's a lot of philosophy we can have with that one. Goldie, how does one reward a gremlin? Food. Also, Risha is right there. I was just about to say, it's not like we're devoid of it. We have Risha. Compliments, food, head pats. Those are pretty good. That's what I did. Can't be helped. They invested quite a lot after all. That said, it feels more and more people are willing to give me a second chance. Considering your achievements and the sincerity you displayed since your return, it's not hard to see why. I had a talk with him myself. It's convinced me that he's the right man for the job. I'm sure of it. And I intend to encourage my father to give his support as well. You have to take them on a date in some restaurant in Hamburg. Okay, well, Stroxy and I had a great date, alright? I need you to understand that we had a great time together, and we had the most wonderful pasta together, and, we only wish it lasted longer. That's a lot more generous than I'd expect. Well, Professor Hamilton made the request. Seeing how much she's done for our nation, we can't just ignore what she says. Even the professor supported my return. I fear I'll never be able to return the favor. Huh! Now that she'd ever abandoned you, given her humanity and moral obligations. Sounds like everyone really loves and trusts the professor. Cody, long time no see, brother. How you doing, man? Well, I saw you in Six's stream, but you know what I mean. She definitely had a different style from Professor Schmidt and the others, as obvious as it is. She is certainly among Epstein's disciples. Eating some goldfish crackers? Nice. I have not had goldfish in forever, and I kind of want some now. She has a philosophy of getting close to people and then supporting them all equally. That's the cornerstone of all our research. That's cute. And no matter how much times change, her self-sacrificing never does. Isn't just countries, whole countries that are indebted to her, but entire generations. I was lucky enough to work with her long ago on a variety of projects. And each time I've seen the problems of people, I've recognized that she was truly saving them. Given when Trails of Daybreak 1 released, I can't believe no one wanted to change the name. It'd be hard, because you'd have to retroactively... So here's the problem with that. You could retroactively go back and change every instance of it from Cold Steel 3 onwards. However, you could not change Sky 1 through 3 and Cold Steel 1 and 2. Oh, you could also change Zero and Azure as well. But there are 5 games you couldn't technically change. You'd have to have Exceed take care of that. And there's a very strong chance Exceed doesn't really want to touch a lot of Falcom stuff again, outside of, Ys reporting and whatever. So, yeah, I mean, part of it is NIS America they can do, but... Oh, they already mentioned that early on? Yeah. Not true. Yeah, Professor Epstein is mentioned all the way back from the beginning. I don't know, Xseed went back and changed Hamilton's pronouns in Sky the Third after Daybreak released. Wait, did they really? I actually didn't know that. Even in Elsheim, our appreciation for his deep inner roots. For years, Professor has been the intermediary between Elsheim and the Republic when it comes to sharing technological advancements. Sure, we owe them a lot to our mineral resources, but the development of our nation can be traced back to her influence. I think it's easier for us to feel close to her since she's half Central Eastern. I worked with the Professor on behalf of the ICO, and it seems like she's loved throughout the Central East, not just Elsheim. Ah, don't forget the indiscriminating love for all. People everywhere feel a strong bond with the Professor. I don't trust her! Even at the Foundation, everyone talks about her character and achievements. It's really more than I had been led to believe back in the Empire. They originally assumed Hamilton was male, despite the Japanese text not gendering her anyway, and after Daybreak they went back and changed it. That's crazy. So I guess they could if they really wanted to. You know, all the big mistakes I made while she was away. She really was a huge help as a consultant to the Verne Company. Can't lean on her any longer. I have to guide the Verne Company forward with my own two hands. Hearing all this is just a reminder of the Professor's character. Yeah, I wish I could have talked with her more. If you stay in the Republic, then you may get another chance. For now, would you like to take a look inside the Institute? Yes, we would. Thus, the idea of a joint effort to change Epstein is actually blocked by Nisa, since they didn't go back and change Hamilton's pronouns in a few places that she's mentioned in Sen. Lovely. Classic NIS America. We should still be open for a while yet, so feel free to take a look around. Go, go, go! Was that the bell from the chapel in the artisanal district? It's 6:30 p.m., so I'm guessing that's to let people know it's time for the evening service. Probably, yeah. Also, damn, sunset already? I thought it'd come a little later given it's summer and all. Okay, I think we've seen all there is to see here, so we should probably move on to the next thing. You hyperfixate on trails? No, don't worry about it. You're in good company, honestly. There's a lot of people that know lots of details about trails as well. I used to be that way up until the end of Cold Steel 2. I used to know everything, and now my memory fades ever so more. But no, honestly, it's fine.
Thanks a bunch.
Whew. Thanks for the meal. Whew. Thanks for the meal.
I'll go ahead and send this to Mr. Arkwright. I leave it to you.
And if you end up showing up on the Toho side of things on Thursdays, we have a handful of people there too that also hyperfixate on all things Toho, so you're also in good company there. We got a lot of people around here that like to do things. Let's see here. What's the time? I do want to go back and remember a lot of things about East. I want East to be my hyperfixation. I'm probably the only one here that doesn't know about trails. You know a little bit. People fixated on trails. If only. By the way, Goldie, I tried your advice and it got me bitten. I'm trying to see that you might not be the best gremlin tamer. What do you mean? Who would say... Riri, get your butt in here. What do you mean? There are 3 good things. What the heck? That's a lie. How could you say no to 3 of those things? She's fucking with you. I'm starting to forget about that game too. I mean, it was a while ago, so. Oh, alright, I forgot about this. I didn't actually finish this quest. Well, consider the fact that I only have one gremlin to my name. And then people that want to be gremlins. Can you go back and play the entire series again? So true. Same here. The snacks were accepted. The head pats were not. Oh. I see. I will take revenge for you on that one since I caused it. Exactly. When in doubt, try again. I'll bully her. That's fine. I'll take care of it. That's okay. My gremlin is out this week anyway. For context, Reg. Revenge? No, you've done enough. For context, I have a best friend, Nem Meilin Chen, who shows up every now and then, who's in Germany, and is a gremlin and a menace to me. And Rio and Riri there, Illyrian, are also in the same situation. Yeah, BFFs. There's this whole meme of streamer has to have a gremlin that is a menace to them and bullies them and yada yada, and the other person's a straight person, and it ends up being really funny. You bullied my gremlin enough. Oh no, I mean, look, you can't bite Rio after head pats. You're gonna get bullied, Riri. I just got here and I'm all for this tension if it exists. Grab some popcorn because Lobo Almighty, all he loves making tension happen. No, in reality, it's all just in good fun. It's all just in good streamer vibe fun, you know. If you didn't give him bad advice. What was the bad advice? Oh, look, Ale, double colored text. I have it. Clearly the head pats. I don't think it's bad advice. I never said when to do them. Timing, I guess, is also part of this too. I didn't consider it. Works for me. You asked, I gave, and that's what worked for my gremlin, so. I used to be a gremlin to a streamer. It was back when I was still underage. Ironically, it was to a trail streamer. That's hilarious. Telling a guy to pet his gremlin before reaching these types of established boundaries. Why would you suggest such a thing? Well, you weren't already? How was I supposed to know? Oh shit. I feel like there's been some serious miscommunication here. Clearly. Cone? Yes, thank you. Oh lordy, I was like, oh. I have not been adopted very long, and I came from a neglectful home. I see how it is. I see how it is. I am never going to be nice and try for anyone ever again. Alright? I've extended myself too far. I've done what I need. But now, you guys can just deal with it. Huh. Scoff, hair flip, glare. Nothing matters anymore. For those lacking context, Goldie's a neglectful home. Oh yeah, sure, I see. At least I still have my German gremlin, even though she's not here right now. Actually, I could get Jules. Does ADHD make me gremlin enough? Absolutely. Well, it can be, if you want to be. But if you want to be, then yes. The only other person I could call would be my secondary gremlin, which would be Jules. But I'm pretty sure they're asleep by now. Gully doesn't understand because he's never been a cat owner, which is basically a real-life gremlin work. That's true. You need to be a short, grumpy girl. Arguably. Riri's not grumpy, though. Riri's not the grumpy kind. Jules is basically Nem's gremlin. Yeah. And by proxy, that becomes mine. Jules has her own way of trolling. Oh, I love this song. Guess I'm excluded. Ah, that means you gotta find someone else then, Rag. Goalie's Grand Gremlin. I'm gonna tell Jules that actually. Hold on. Not that you said it, but you are now officially my Grand Gremlin. I love that term actually. Thank you, Rio. That was very good. Oh, wait, she is awake! Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. You're not grumpy, just short-tempered and sassy because I'm closer to hell. Oh. I'm gonna tell them that too. That's so good, Grand Gremlin. I love that term so much. Okay, Jules didn't disapprove, so it's fine. Stop being short works. Can't believe you guys don't know this about short people. Oh, no, I do. Don't get me wrong. I do. From them. Oh, don't worry. Anywho, we're going after the CEO, dude. And for those curious about the side quest, that I'm not really, but... The food thing I think was probably the most interesting because I actually did send Nem chocolate a couple of times for the sub badges and other things. I actually have sent her chocolate. So, the food thing is actual advice, if you have the ability and the means to do so. I have a friend who's very short, she's basically a chihuahua. Oof. Oofed. Give Nem toast. No. I don't think I don't think Nem really is that big of a fan of toast, actually. Y'all are so crazy. There she is! There's my Grand Gremlin. I'm actually low-key really glad you're awake for this. I was like, she's probably asleep, actually. Just doing this while we're supposed to be asleep. Nah. Hi, Jules. They now require real stacks. The sentiment behind the offering is enough. I don't know about that. Nah, he just got back from her birthday. Ooh, fun. Hi. I don't think Jules is that happy that I've summoned her for being considered a grand gremlin. At late o'clock at night. I thought Nem was awake. I was gonna go yell at her. No. I know she's not here this weekend. You're super amazing. Very honored. See, I told you. I knew Jules wouldn't mind. Late at night, early in the morning here. No. It's late at night. I know what time it is for you guys. It's good to see you, Jules. If you have to go get rest, that is all. Enjoy your good sleeps, and I hope the birthday was fun. Like 2.5 hours past my normal bedtime. Yeah, exactly. I want to do that one. I do. Good night. Good night. That's why I said early. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not devoid of mistakes as well, right? I can get in trouble with my Grand Gremlin as well because I summoned them at 12:19 at night. That's true. Well, hopefully not tomorrow. Or today, I guess. On the weekend. I know, like, mostly during the week, yeah. But yeah. Bye-bye, Jules. You could never be in Trumple, Grandpa. No way you just called me that. No, I don't, but I feel. I see. There's no shot you called me. Oh my goodness gracious. Dude, I sleep in on weekends, and honestly, I'm getting to the point where I sleep too much on weekends. And I'm like, but I want to, but I can't.
A job well done, everyone. Mira for our efforts.
Mira. Is it a gremlin requirement to be consistently lacking in sleep? It's
Well done.
It's not a hard requirement, but it ends up becoming one because I don't want to do that now. Do I want to do that now? I don't want to do that now. I don't want to do that now. Yeah, I don't want to do that now. It's not a like a hard requirement. But what happens is because the gremlin to streamer handoff system happens where the gremlins just so happen to all be European and the streamers just so happen to all be American, you know, the timing of it just works out so well. So you could say it's like an implied requirement, you know? It just sounds like gremlins partake in soft self-destruction behavior, they don't sleep. Exactly. You know, it's not, it's just one of those things. No, like, I mean, at least for me, like, I can get pretty much a good amount of the European people, right? Because I start at 1:30 on Saturdays, Eastern Standard Time, so that's nice. What's concerning is when the Europeans show up, what the heck? What's concerning is when the Europeans show up on Toho Thursdays when it's, like, really late. What is going on with all... What are these footprint things on the ground? What has this effect?
Running a search.
You see that? Weird. For some of us, it's not optional or willing. Exactly. Anywho, I have to end. It is that time.